following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me, big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC,
always love the clothes of Jimmy,
British punk, yo, wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity,
we'll take you out to Jimmy Star.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We're going to have a great show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we get started, let's say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
This is the best that we're doing for Halloween. Usually we dress. This year, I don't know why we're not dressing, but we did not dress. So this is our dog, Brandy Girl. Her little doll. She loves it. She's going to kill me because she wants a little
she's sitting
doll
down here
back.
waiting
Brandy,
for it.
take your doll.
She's over here.
That's not Astro. She did. Oh, she's happy. She's got her doll.
Astro doesn't like toys that much. Brandy likes toys.
Well, you know what
does.
it is. The toys are bigger than Astro.
Yes.
So I hope you all have a good Halloween and have fun and go to parties and do masquerade. I love it. I do it every year, but this year for some reason, I guess because I'm not feeling well, as you can tell,
actually, you look good.
I still have this terrible sinus condition that we can't seem to control. I was told that Palm Springs is the third worst place, second worst place to live
in the United States.
In the United States for allergies, and here I am.
For air quality, yeah.
For air quality, and here I am in the worst air quality in California, and I guess. There's a thing called sand something where the sand gets in your throat, which you can hear. This is not my voice. I sound like I'm being choked. So bear with me, folks. I'm here, not feeling well, but I'm going to go do a good show only because we have a dear friend, my Angie B. Angie. I love her. We haven't visited with her in a while. Quick story about Angie B. Angie. She wrote a song called Love. And when Jimmy and I got married, she dedicated that song to us. And I love that song. Do we have it?
Yeah, we're going to play it.
And we're going to play it. And
Not while she's on, though, because we're going to play her new song.
And I got real mushy about it. But we're going to hear her new song. But we stayed in Angie B. Angie's 5-story house on a cliff in
Atlanta.
Where was it?
Atlanta.
No, but where in Atlanta?
I don't know.
Anyway, somewhere in Atlanta. And when we stayed over, we had an entire floor for ourselves. It had a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom. It was an amazing house. And Angie got up and was making breakfast for like 20 people that had stayed over from a party she had the night before.
We had a good time.
She's a sweetheart. And you know what? When she sings, you can hear the love in her song that she has for singing. She's just a sweetie. And I'm so happy to see her again.
We have a good show today, you guys. We have actress Laura Ellen Wilson coming on. We actually met her on the set of Clown Motel 3.
She played one of my men.
She's one of her
one of my soldiers. And I had no idea that she was a very qualified actress. I thought she was new in the game. So here I am giving her acting tips or talking about acting. And she's made over 60 movies. 56 movies. So you see, modesty goes a long way. Now, on that set, we had this guy that couldn't stop blowing it out his ass, how wonderful he was, and pushy. Those people go nowhere. If you have humility and you're just working there and you're not bragging about what you do. I mean, on the set, nobody would know that I had a lead role in this movie. Nobody. I don't push my weight around or No, she's just a wonderful girl. Can't wait to talk with her again.
We haven't seen her since the set, even though we're friends on Facebook. She's from the UK. She's lived all over the world. She's worked all over the world. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And then as Ron,
And she's as cute as a button.
yes,
She's a tiny little blonde cutie pie.
and then we have BNGB coming on.
Oh,
She's an
BNGB.
R&B superstar.
Oh, yeah.
She's been around for a pretty long time.
Oh, yeah.
She actually used to work with MC Hammer, you guys, and not MC Hammer like now, but MC Hammer when he was like the biggest artist in the world, making hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
So I have a new story for you, and here's what's happening. My daughter Deirdre just rented a 300-year-old cottage in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. And she got it for a pretty good rent. I mean, $1,800 is not a good rent, but on today's market, that's an excellent rent for what she's got. A beautiful house, wood-burning fireplace, bedrooms. I mean, it's lovely. What's the catch? The catch is the woman that owns the property said that the man that owned the house 300 years ago died and was buried in the cellar. So my daughter has a corpse, bone skeletons in the cellar. She also said that you'll hear a woman whispering and humming, and you'll see doors closed that open in the morning. So the house is supposedly haunted. My daughter Deirdre loves ghosts and loves anything haunted. My daughter Leslie just flew out to Pennsylvania to be with Deirdre for Halloween. And I think they're going to try to do something in the house to see if they could contact the spirit world. I think they're nuts, but it's fun.
Yeah, we love that stuff, though.
Anyway, it got such a response on Facebook where everyone is saying, Ron, this is a movie. This is a television show. This is something that we're all interested in. We want to see what happens and how Deirdre decorates her house and if there's any goings on. So there's possibly a show coming up that we're going to put together. Jimmy and I will produce it and film it. And my daughter Deirdre, who's a SAG actress, she can be in it. But I don't think so because she doesn't want to be an actress anymore. She gave it up a while ago. But she may come out of retirement for this.
You never know. And it's all just in the talking about it stage, but it could be a lot of fun. Our celebrity ghost hunt went really, really well with Kadrosha Ona Karol,
Right. And this
Ricky Rebel, and Eileen Shapiro. And so we even have our comic book.
And this one is in our backyard. So it's all very easy for us to do it. We can shoot for a long time and see if anything happens and then pull out of the shooting what we think is important. Not like when we went with the other crew to the crazy house, we had to go in and get out, 1, 2, 3. So we must have lost a lot of stuff that was important. So we'll see what happens with that.
Absolutely.
I don't think so because Deirdre's very private. I don't think she wants a camera crew in her house. And she certainly doesn't want to act anymore. She's highly successful in her law firm and what she does. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I'll let you
Either
all
way,
know.
we're going to do some more ghost hunts because our celebrity ghost hunts did really well. Everybody loved them. We had a really good time. And so
But here's a house that actually the woman doesn't advertise the fact that it's haunted. It's not like a fake haunt. This is a real private house. Anyway, the guy died and he's in the basement. I won't go down that basement. I get the chills.
yeah.
The guy, I don't know. The guy I don't know if there are ghosts, if it exists.
Yeah.
I mean, the woman humming could be an air pipe somewhere in the house that when the wind blows, you hear.
I know, but you had a ghost in your other house.
Yes, we had a ghost that followed us from house to house, 2 houses. I saw him running across my bedroom in pajamas. My daughters saw him also, and quite a few people had seen him.
And also, he knocked over something, didn't he? Like
No, that was the other. That was my house
in Boca.
in Boca Raton. We had a large foyer with a very big piece of furniture, and on that furniture was a heavy bronze clock, all cherubs, really ornate, and 2 big candelabras. And I was in the, I guess it was the living room, and suddenly I heard a crash. And I went in, that piece was upside down. The doors were open, all the stemware that was in it was broken, and the candelabras were broken. So how did that happen? Things happen that we don't understand, so we doubt them because we're afraid of them. But, Christians, as well as Jews, as everybody, believes there's an afterlife. They believe that there's a God. They believe there's a Jesus. They believe there's a Messiah. There's everybody. So everybody believes in these things, but nobody wants to believe in ghosts. Jesus Christ is a ghost, if you want to believe in that. So when you go to church and you pray to Jesus, you're praying to a ghost. Yet you won't admit there are ghosts, just like they won't admit that there are other people on other planets in the universe. I believe in all of that. I believe there are other planets. I believe there's a reason why we're born. I mean, to go through all the shit I went through in my life and then die for no reason, it's pointless. What was the point of me having to suffer and go through nonsense? So there is a reason why we're here. How we got here, I have no idea. The great one that created the universe, it had to be done. I don't know. It's a very deep subject. So believe what you want. But I believe that there are energies left behind by us. And I'm going to leave an energy behind. I'm going to kill Jimmy. I'm going to strike him with lightning if he goes out with anybody after I die.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm going to have you struck with lightning.
Anyway, so you guys, we want to
Well,
thank everyone.
we
We got to talk about other stuff.
Better than lightning, I'm going to have your dick fall off.
Yeah, that's not nice to say.
Yeah, your dick is going to fall off if you go out with anybody after me.
When you're not around, but you're not. You don't know that I'm not going to die first.
Well, my dick ain't falling off.
Anyway, you guys, listen, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please, you can listen to us on. First of all, we want to say hi. Our chat room's just starting to fill up. So, but Stefan is in the chat room. Hey, Stefan, how you doing?
Give my love to your Tina.
So is Cindy. Lady Lake is in the chat room. So, hey, Cindy. We want to say you can listen to the show on. Laura's in the chat room, so we'll have Laura coming in 1 second.
In the chat room?
Not in the chat room, in the thing. Laura is logged in, so we're going to bring her on in 1 sec. But you guys, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell on Red Circle, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, and Amazon Prime. We're on about 150 other ones, but those are the ones everybody knows. Please, if you're going to listen to us on iTunes or Red Circle. And if you're going to watch us, the only place you can watch us, is 360 TV.
You can watch us on your cell phone.
And YouTube. Yeah, but you have to go tell them where they can see it.
I have no idea.
YouTube and 360 TV and Roku, you can see us. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Every week, we're having a good time. And we're getting some fun guests. And now we're going to bring on our first guest.
And also, I think we're going to bring on the psychic that contacted me from the Doylestown Psychic Association. We might be doing some dealings with them, and it could be very interesting to hear about Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and all the ghosts that are in that town.
Especially since we lived there for many years.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to bring on our first guest. Let's bring in Laura. Laura, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. It's so lovely to see you both.
It's good to see you, too. Now, I know you went through a lot to set this up. Is there any way it can be turned sideways or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it sideways, and that way you'll be the same size as us.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, that was it. Oh, you had it.
Oh, I did?
You had it. It was there for there. That's it.
I feel like I'm upside down now. Oh, no, there we go.
No, now you're just the same size as we are. It looks good for the replay, and we see you better. Now you're closer also. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
We're terrific.
And Laura is only a dream. That's a movie, Laura, with Gene Turney.
Laura with Gene Turney. Okay, hold on.
Movie.
We're going to introduce her. We're going to introduce her because people don't know who she is.
I know who she is.
I know, but the people who are going to watch this don't. We have to introduce them. All right, we argue a lot. Don't worry about it. Hey, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, multi-award-winning actress and black belt martial artist from the UK, now in LA, Laura Ellen Wilson. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
I'm excited to have you on. You already know Ron Russell, but we also have a chat room where people are starting to show up. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody. How are we all doing today?
They're doing good. And so I want to tell you a little something. So Ron was like, Ron didn't know that you were an actress.
I thought you were just starting off. And that's why I was giving you acting tips and trying to encourage you in your career, if you remember. Because
I remember. It was lovely.
You're a sweet little pumpkin. You're a little adorable girl. I really liked working with you. I really did. I found friendship in meeting you for that little bit of time. And you look beautiful with your hair down. I saw you with your hair pulled back. So
Yeah,
I
that was
apologize.
very-
I didn't know that you were an accomplished actress with all those credits. So you must have thought I was nuts when I was talking to you like you were new.
Here's what he said to me, just so you know. He's like, what are we going to talk to Laura about? She's made one movie, and it hasn't even come out yet. And I was like, okay, no, you don't know enough about her. You didn't do any research like I did. Because
I never
So funny.
researched.
he
No,
doesn't research
no, I
anybody.
like the interviews to be fresh. I like them to be real, not rehearsed.
But I would never invite you if it had been your first movie, because that really wouldn't give us anything to talk
Now,
about.
are you Australian or
Right.
English? Are you Australian or English?
I'm English, but I mean, Ron, you were kind of right because I'm kind of starting off here in the US. So you were on the right lines then.
I mean, you were professional in what you did. You were very good. I mean,
Thank
you really
you.
were. You-
I
So
mean,
you-
I'm
you
a
know,
professional actress. Whether I'm any good, I don't know, but I'm a professional anyway.
no, lots of times I get a little nervous when I work with, I should pay to play people or new people.
Right.
Of course, you don't know what you're going to get from them, and they could ruin the scene. They could ruin what
Right.
you're doing. So this movie had so many pay-to-play people in it, I was reluctant. But Joe Kelly is a dear friend of mine for a long time, and I was in Clown 2 as General Milan, and I had to come in as 3. So I did it more or less as a favor. But I'm reluctant to work with people for the first time. They stumble, they don't know, they don't feed me. Don't you agree with that?
Yes, definitely.
In other words, you gave me back what I needed. You really did. You were at my side most of the time in the shoot. You know that.
Yeah.
And you held your gun, your rifle, and you gave me that face. You definitely made any scene I was in better.
Oh,
So-
thank you. Well, it was a delight to share the scenes with you and everything. And I was loving it. It's the first time I'd ever played any sort of authoritative figure in a film. So I was really enjoying that.
Love your accent. I love your accent so much.
Listen, you played it beautifully, and I'm sure when people see the movie, they're going to see professionalism, because you didn't just stand there like a jerk and read your lines. Your face worked, because if you look at you, you had emotion, you had expression, you told a story with your face, and that's so important, because a lot of these buy-in people, they just stand there and read their lines, and it's flat, and it doesn't make it work. So, you're
So in
good.
the meantime-
You're a very good actress.
I want to go talk about, first of all, I'm happy to have you on. So now, how did you decide to come, working in the UK, how did you decide you wanted to come here and work? Because, movies are really big in the UK also.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a dream of mine for about 8 or 9 years now to come and work in the US. I had my first taste of working over here back in, I think it was 2019. That was on a Friday the 13th fan movie, which was awesome. And since then, I've always wanted to come and really get the full experience of working over here. So it's taken 7 years to get the visa, but I'm finally here, and it's definitely the best move I've ever made.
Good. So let's talk about.
We spoke about this, you and I.
Mhm.
I guess I was doing an interview without realizing, because I do that often. No, I do that often. People look at me like I'm crazy or nosy, but I've been doing this for like almost 30 years. So
So no, let's talk about the Friday the 13th. So you did Friday the 13th Vengeance.
I did, yes.
So I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. We've had every single person who's ever played Jason on the show, and in that film, Steve Dash, who unfortunately has passed, but was a very, very good friend of mine. and Tommy McLaughlin has been on the show. CJ Graham has been on the show. So I was super excited to see it on your resume because it's such a historical movie. Let me ask you this though. So before you came to the United States, were you a horror movie fan, always, or did you always like to work? Okay. So what's one of your favorite horror movies?
Oh, I kind of, I'm going to go with sort of the Conjuring, Insidious franchise. Yeah, I like the sort of psychological, supernatural, all that kind of stuff. But I do love a good slasher as well.
I like that too.
What do you think about Terrifier?
I haven't actually watched that yet.
I never will.
Oh no!
You can't watch that.
I'm really good friends with David, who plays Art the Clown, and I feel awful because when I speak to him, he's like, "Did you see it yet?" And I'm like, "Not yet. Please don't hate me."
We had Phil, one of the main producers on it, and it was one of our biggest shows. It got like 15 million plays or something because we had him on Terrifier. Yep. And I haven't seen the third one, but I saw the first two. They're not my greatest favorite cup of tea, but I have the most respect for the fact that they took a concept and in 15 years turned it into the biggest independent horror film ever made in history. It just broke $50 million this past weekend. They made a $2 million movie or something.
Amazing what blood and guts and killing will do in our industry.
True.
No story, nothing beautiful about it. No romance, no humanity.
What's a horror movie?
I know that, but this is you know what? For some reason, because of Jimmy, I wound up in horror movies. I don't like them. I never watched them.
No, he goes to the premiere and that's it.
I go to the premiere, and the minute the blood happens, I do this or the cut.
No!
Our very good friend Marcel Waltz did a movie where the man's penis was cut off. Okay, beautiful. And they showed it. A real penis, and then, of course, the fake one being cut off. To me, that's not entertainment. That's sadism.
Do you know Marcel?
Yeah.
Do you know
Marcel? Marcel's my dearest friend in the world. You know that. I love and adore him. So I'm not talking bad about his movie because I just promoted his movie. Now everybody's going to want to see this guy's dick get cut off.
He's got 2 movies where the dicks get cut off, actually.
But I just don't find that entertainment.
So I want to go back though. So you started.
Oh wait. So I said to Marcel, actually, I said to Joe Knitter, I said, if you're writing these kind of things, why don't you write a woman with her legs open with firecrackers up her vagina and you blow her vagina off? And you know what he said to me? It's been done already. It's been done already.
Oh my God.
Where the hell are we going in entertainment? I mean, next, what are we going to do next? Put a stick of dynamite up somebody's ass? I mean, yeah.
That's like Endgame.
That's right, Endgame. It's funny though, because you said like Insidious and The Conjuring, and like one of the monsters in Insidious is a good friend of mine, Jay LaRose, and he played it because he went to school with Darren Lynn Bousman, so he's in every Darren Lynn Bousman movie, which is Saw and all the big franchise films. But so how was it working on the Friday the 13th? Because it's such a big franchise. And even the fan films do extremely well.
Yeah, it was a dream. We did when we were filming and everything, and all the publicity was coming out. There was so much support from Friday the 13th fans, and obviously with Tommy McLaughlin, and we had Steve Dash. Their fans all came on board to support, and it was really quite overwhelming because when I came out, I just thought, oh, it's a fan movie. I'm friends with the director, so he brought me on. It was only a very small role, but it was very memorable.
There are no small roles. Remember that. Only small people. What was it? Gloria Swanson said that.
There are no small roles
in Sunset Boulevard.
She's not old enough to know what Sunset Boulevard. Do you know what Sunset Boulevard is?
Of course.
I know of it.
No, she's like how old are you? Like 25 years old.
It doesn't matter. I was not around when Rudolph Valentino was alive. Yet I watched The Son of the Sheik. We are in the business. We have to look at everything that's been done in history of filming because you learn from it. You understand film.
So watch
better.
Sunset Boulevard. It's on.
You will enjoy it to death.
That is a great movie.
You will enjoy. It's about an eccentric Hollywood actress that got old, so it's up our alley. It's a wonderful movie, wonderfully written and beautifully portrayed by Gloria Swanson.
All right, so I want to go to some other things here. So first of all, you can sing.
Sure, she can.
I can. I used to be a singer. Yeah.
I wrote down that you worked as a dancer and a singer on a cruise ship and in hotels. So, you know, the people who work on cruise ships, they don't hire people if they suck.
Is your background
True.
is your background Irish?
It is not.
Because all the Irish people sing.
Okay.
What kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
if you go to Ireland, everybody's singing in the street, either Italy or Ireland. The Italians always sing.
So if they cast you in like a horror musical, you could actually sing in it.
Oh, that would be a dream. I'd love that.
Like Rocky Horror Show. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
The other one, the
I
Devil.
love Rocky Horror Show.
No, that would be fun. I would like to see. Have you ever recorded like music for people to actually like buy, or are you just saying, you know, as part of your job?
Yeah, I've never recorded any songs. I'm more of a musical theatre person. So, you know, Chicago, Grease, Mamma Mia, all that kind of stuff. That's right up my alley. But
like
I'd love to explore.
I remember asking you a question and I remember your answer.
Oh,
I
God.
said, are you married or seeing anyone? And you said, no, my career comes first. I'm very busy with my career. I have no time for love. Am I right? Does that still stand?
Absolutely. The career is the very, very top for me. I'm
You
not
mean
looking for any.
Joe Kelly didn't hit on you?
No, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
He hits on all the pretty girls, so he was very busy with the 130 clowns he had to handle.
We're going to play the trailer for Clown Motel 3 in a little bit, just because you're on and that's how we met.
Yeah,
so we'll play
good
it.
Shots
for
of you also.
So I also wrote down that you worked and you've lived and worked in Mexico, Italy, Spain, the Bahamas, and Lanzarote, which I don't even know where the hell is Lanzarote.
It's Lanzarote.
Lanzarote. Okay, Lanzarote. Where I don't know where that is either. Where is that?
It's a Canary Island, so it's just off Spain.
Okay, I've been to Spain, but Lanzarote.
I bet when you were in Italy, the guys were going crazy for you, right?
Oh yeah, they like blondes.
Oh, the guys in Italy are they're something different. I've never experienced Italian guys before like that.
I lived in Italy for a year, and I would hang out with my cousins and everybody, and these guys were notorious. I mean, absolutely notorious. They're not shy. They will go up.
They are not, no.
I mean, they know how to pick up women.
Yeah. And it's funny because obviously being in the entertainment industry, all the men know how to look after themselves. So the guys who I was working with and associating with in Italy, they were all stunning as well. Like they were gorgeous.
No, the men are handsome and they know it.
Yeah,
but you're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful girl. So I know they were hitting on you.
So I have another question for you. I saw you did 2 movies and Simon Bamford was in them. Do you know Simon Bamford?
I do. I love Simon.
Used to be a very good friend of mine. I actually met him at a convention, a horror movie convention, with Clive Barker and all the other Cenobites. I forgot. And I used to be a clothing designer, and I gave him all clothes, and we took pictures. And he's been on our show twice.
Oh my goodness!
But Simon Bamford is like the coolest ever. So just the fact that you were in a movie with him and you did 2 movies, right?
I did, but the funny thing is we never actually met in person. We were just credited mutually. And I went to a horror convention a couple of years ago in Sheffield in the UK. And I had no idea that he was going to be there. And we sort of locked eyes across the room. And we kind of like pointed at each other. And it was a lovely, lovely moment. But it was really lovely to meet him.
He's a really,
really
nice guy.
Where are you from in England? I'm trying to get your accent.
So I'm from north of England, just north of Manchester.
North. I go to the north of England. I go to, I think we talked about it. I go to, not Lancaster.
Lancashire?
Lancashire, where they shoot a lot.
That's where I'm from.
They shoot a lot of
That's where
movies.
she's from.
I think we discussed that, right? My friend James Jessup owns Baker Farm, the big
Yes, I remember you saying, yeah.
very gorgeous estate. It has a church on it from the medieval time, you know, as a relic, and they have the coffins with the knights, you know, of shining armor.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love it there. I love the greenery. The
Yes.
little narrow roads. It's the most charming place in the world, and they shoot so many movies there. I had no idea. My friend James told me it's one of the most. I love it there. I have to go back. Jimmy's not been there,
I haven't been.
and you know it's so nice
I've been to England many times, but I haven't been
because
there.
you could drive up to Scotland, you know, which is not far,
Yeah.
and have a really good time. So you must miss it there, huh?
I do. I mean, I was brought up sort of just on the outskirts of a village, but my house was sort of at the back of a farm. So during the summer and everything, I was used to all the manure smells and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people hate that, but honestly, the smell
No, I
of manure
loved it.
and fertilizer is just
I didn't like the sheep. You know, James has a house that's hundreds years old. It's a mansion. And in the morning, I threw open the windows to breathe the beautiful air, and I almost threw up. So I said to James, "What the hell is that smell?" He said, 300 sheep.
Oh no!
We raise sheep on the farm. What a stink.
Oh, see, that's
And
a
the
smell
other
of home
thing
for
I
me. I love
love,
that.
I love the beer. He took me to a tavern where my hair was touching the ceiling. That's how low the roof was, because the tavern was from the time of the Three Musketeers. And I had the most delicious, that brown beer, the dark buck. I can have it right now. Oh, I would love it again. The beer was incredible. And I don't
Oh,
drink beer. I don't
He
drink
doesn't
at
even
all.
drink because
I
we don't
don't
even drink.
But I just love the flavor of whatever the hell they do to that beer.
yeah.
Supposedly, this tavern, the recipe for that beer is like 1,000 years old or something. You know, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, it wouldn't be surprising, definitely.
Mhm.
So I want to brag a little. Some of the films you've been in, just because I'm bringing them up on purpose because we've have the people on the show. Like with Simon Bamford, you did Project Skyquake. Tom Sizemore and Robert Lasardo were in it, which Robert's a pretty good friend of ours. He's been on a bunch of times. Aftermath with Simon Bamford also, and Eric Roberts, who's been on the show. Sally Kirkland's a friend of Ron's.
Yeah.
James Duvall, who's been on the show a couple of times. You also just finished not too long ago Skate to Hell, which has probably like the biggest cast of people who are actually somebody, for an independent film ever.
Sally was on our show?
No, I didn't say she was. I said she was a friend of yours.
Yeah, I know.
She wasn't on our show, but she's a friend of yours. Then Skate to Hell. You guys listen to this cast. This has everybody in it. I don't even know how you put this many people, but Eric Roberts, Jenna Jameson, Spencer Breslin, Oliver Robbins, that's from Poltergeist, Robert Carradine from the Revenge of the Nerds, James Duvall, Lisa Wilcox is the girl who gets cut in the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street in the bed, because we had her on the show and he's like, I hate those horror movies, especially hopefully the girl who got killed in the middle of the bed when he comes up and she's like, yeah, that was me.
And I told her I hated the movie.
Lisa Wilcox, Robert Lasardo, Todd Bridges, Scott Schwartz has been on the show, Eileen Dietz has been on the show, Douglas Tate's been on the show, Mason Reese, Paul Gunn, and Gene Heathen, which they're not really that well known. I put them in because we love them and we had them on the show
How
last
many
week.
thousands of guests have we had in our 19 years?
17 years, a lot. 2 a week. So that's what?
Wow.
2 a week,
We had
50,
we had
250,
yeah, I think we had the whole industry.
2,500, about 4,500 people.
The whole industry.
Wow. My goodness.
We have a lot, and a lot of people come back. The people that we like, we have
Like
them come
the
back.
second guest, and you should watch that interview with Angie B.
BNGB.
BNGB. Fabulous singer, wonderful girl, and a very dear friend of ours. And it's going to be a loving interview, right?
Absolutely. It's going to be a conversation. You're not old enough, though, to know. Do you remember MC Hammer? Like, you're not old enough to remember MC Hammer, probably.
Also, she's from England.
Just about. Yeah, just about.
Like, at one time, MC Hammer was the biggest star, in the world. And so she was one
I bet you don't
she
know who
performed with
Johnny
him.
Mathis is.
I know of him.
See?
She knows of him.
He's one of the most probably the greatest singer ever to be in America, ballad singer. Everybody loves him. More people got pregnant because of him.
I like.
Oh my
Love.
God.
No, it's true. I told him that, and he said to me, Ron, I hear that all the time. I said, when you were singing your love songs, everybody was in the back seat of a Chevy banging, and they got pregnant. So he said, well,
That's
I don't
so
want to.
funny.
He said, I'd rather think they were married home in their bed, not necessarily in the back of a 58 Chevy. But
That's amazing.
he's a very sweet man. I love Johnny Mathis.
So you guys,
Aw.
another movie you can see Laura in is A Stranger in the Woods, and I bring it up because it's got Bill Oberst Jr., who's been on the show many times and who I think is probably the most underrated. Even though he's won an Emmy and everything, he's probably the most underrated actor in Hollywood. He should be as big as anybody. He's one of the greatest actors around. And Lynn Lowry, who was just on our show not too long, a couple of months ago, we had her on the show. And then here's some films you guys might have seen her in. I Saw Black Clouds, Power Cut, Chained, Ghost, Once a Year on Blackpool Sands, Introspectum Hotel, I Hear the Trees Whispering, which also had Bill Oberst Jr., so she's worked with him twice. The Poltergeist Diaries, Bloody Nun 2, The Curse, Coven of Even, Next Door, Surprise, Monster, Christmas Sleigh, The Singing Bird Will Come. So she's done a ton of movies. She's very cool.
Who's
She's
this?
very talented. Her. who else would I think?
You're getting senile.
So those are some of the movies. So what made you want to be
You
an
were in
actor?
good movies. You were in some good movies. my
Yes, she's
dear.
in good movies.
They weren't.
I've been very fortunate.
Yes, which is good.
They
Good for
weren't.
you.
I called the other ones $2 movies, the shitty movies. I called them.
And she just filmed Alien Horde, you guys, right? You just did
Oh,
Alien
you're
Horde.
an
I
alien?
did, yes. We
Uh,
wrapped a
the
couple
mall
of days
brothers.
ago.
yes, they're great. I love that.
That's what the Mall brothers are good friends of ours.
They're terrific.
And everybody in that movie are friends of
Yeah,
ours.
we know everybody in on all.
Everybody.
I saw the cast wrap pictures like from 2 days ago or whatever, so I know you were done.
I guess there was no part for an old man because I'm dying to play in it. I've
He
never
wants to be in an Alien movie.
I've never made an alien
Oh,
movie.
God.
I've done everything else, but never an alien. So I guess there was no 80-year-old.
He's getting ready to do a vampire soon.
And I've never played.
Oh,
Yeah, I star in that movie, and it's a great script about a gay vampire whose daughter doesn't know he's gay, and then she finds out. So he has to teach her what it's like to be a vampire, and he takes her to an enchanted land, which is all like the Wizard of Oz, and she learns a lot about it. And I don't play a faggy one either. I told my director, I said, I'm not going to be like a real one of those girly girls. I'm going to be just like I am, because vampire doesn't necessarily, if he's gay, have to be a fruit.
oh my God.
So here's what I want to do. So you guys, we met Laura on the set of Clown Motel 3, and I think you were staying in the hotel room with Angel Princess, right?
I was.
Oh my
We want to
God!
say hi to
How
Angel
did you
Princess.
survive?
And,
Angel Princess.
so we want to say hi to Angel Princess.
And you're still
Hi,
saying
Angel.
We met Ron and I met Angel
Yeah.
at a after party for a Mahal Brothers movie premiere.
She's such
so
an
much fun.
old friend of ours, and she keeps saying the same thing. I only know one man. I only had sex with one guy. He's my boyfriend. Angel, when are you going to change the record? So she talks about how she only had one man in her life, and that's the guy she's in love with. So I haven't seen him in a couple of years.
Until Clown Motel.
And on the set, I said to her, when are you marrying this guy? I said, you're one and only. So she didn't answer.
Oh, no.
We love her. She's
She's
fabulous.
so way out. She's so friggin' way out. She's a trip. I just sit there listening to her, and I get such a kick out of her. And she's so pretty.
She's a
Yes.
beautiful, lovely lady. So what we're going to do is we're
Any
going to
stories about
Wait.
rooming with her?
I mean, it was, we had a good laugh in the room and we got on really, really well. So,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that-
so sweet. She's very nice.
She's wonderful.
No,
Yeah.
getting with her is easy.
So here's what we're going to do. One, we're going to play the Clown Motel 3 trailer. It says Clown Motel 3 Ways to Hell. Laura, you introduce it, and then you hang on. We're going to play the trailer, and we'll be right back.
okay. Are
So-
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, please take a look at the Clan Motel 3 trailer coming right now.
There you go. Perfect.
To fulfill your ancestors' separation of the human world and the clown world. First,
You came to steal our gold, so I'm going to steal your soul.
What's the verdict?
We have 12 missing military members.
You can do it.
General, are you saying one last rescue mission?
We have one shot at this. Let's make it count.
We go from Silent Hill to killer clowns from outer space.
welcome to the Clown Motel.
Ever hear of the blood moon ritual? The transformation was a success.
Now go get me those sacrifices. I love you.
You see, the queen was chosen.
Welcome to the Clown Motel.
Acid?
Love it. Yay! So there's at least 3 spots where you really see you in the trailer. Yeah, I think you're probably in other ones too, but you can't tell because you have hats on and shit. But you look
did
really
a good
good.
job. They did a good job editing.
Yeah, the trailer
Oh,
looks
it's
good.
a great trailer.
It's a good trailer and it's fun. And you were really good. And I'm glad that I wasn't sure if you were even in the trailer. I didn't look at it to see for you specifically. But you had 3 really good parts. But everybody, it was hard to tell just because her hair's not down like that. It's all up, all up like a soldier. But I think it's a lot of fun. So what made you decide, that you wanted to be an actor in the first place?
I think it's always something that has been inside me, but I didn't really know where to place it. So I started off in musical theatre because, the love of the stage and a live audience. And I kind of transitioned into on-camera acting. So between contracts, working abroad and on the ship, plays to come back to England, any student films in my area, I jump on those, get some experience, just make sure that it's something that I really could see myself doing. And yeah, I think from the first time I was on camera, I just loved it. So it's been the dream for a very long time.
You're very different than everybody else. And Ron talked about it before you came on about how that's why he didn't know that you had been in all these movies, is because you're very humble and you don't really, you're not braggadocious. And like on Clown Motel, all those people, it was their first movie. And you would think they were
there was a couple.
You'd think they were Brad Pitt or something.
there was one person, I won't even mention who.
You can't mention
who made me nauseous. You would think who
no.
he was. I mean, he was living in a world, a bubble. And I said to myself, when his bubble bursts, is he going to be in for a shock?
No.
There's only one way to become a famous actor, is to be a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
become the part, not to act. Never be caught acting, as they say. Never to put your ego and I want my friends to see me. I want to sign autographs before your craft. You have to go there humble. And you have to say, this is my job. I work in a factory. It's cold. It's ugly. Sometimes rats run across the stage. And it's frightening. And you have to understand that you're there for the art. The hours are long, 12, 14, 18 hours. Sometimes they ask you to do things that hurt you. That is dangerous. These are what make an actor. If you go into the business, anyone out there listening, just because you want to be, everybody, look, I'm in a movie. Get the fuck out of my business. You don't belong here.
No,
You gotta suffer. I've suffered plenty in this business. I raised 2 daughters, and I had to quit the business for a lot of years. When I was doing very well. I was doing television and stuff, and then my wife and I broke up, and she didn't want the kids. I had to raise my daughters. I didn't have to. I wanted to. So I became a stay-at-home dad, almost. And I gave up my career for my kids. And I suffered plenty because people would say to me, Ron, I got a nice part. I got this. Where is it? Oh, we're shooting it in Oregon. I can't go to Oregon. I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
I got to cook. I got to go food shopping. I got to do everything their mother would have done. So it wasn't easy for me. And the trials and tribulations that you have to do to get a part in a movie.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hard it is, how competitive it is. But you had the right answer. You love it. You're not really doing. I don't see you as a person walking around saying, "Look at me and how famous I am." You just said it. I love the work. I love doing it. And that is going to be your savior and your salvation as you make your career and you get bigger and bigger because people want to work with people who are actually interested in the craft, not just because they want to sign autographs.
My thing is, I didn't have a very good beginning, as most don't in my life, because I was gay and I was not accepted and I didn't understand it. So when I was young and gay, it was a very bad time. It wasn't like today where everybody understands it. So when I became an actor, I was no longer me. I was the character. And I found such a peace in that character. I loved it. I loved being other people because it got me away from being who I was.
Yeah.
That's why I consider myself a good actor. I know how to become another person where almost my features change without makeup. I mean, I could play other roles and it's almost like I have metamorphosis. I become the other. So I'm grateful for my hard beginning and the struggling.
I think you're going to kill it. I think.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I think you've got everything that you need
I told her
to do.
that. Listen, I thought she was a beginner, and I told her, I said, "You're going to be something. You're a good actress. I like what you stand for and how you speak, what you look like." And right.
I think it's perfect.
And I'm actually right when I say who's going to make it and who doesn't.
So what are some of your favorite kinds of movies? Like if you were sitting at home and you had a cold and you had to stay home for a weekend and watch movies, what kind of movies would you watch?
Crazily enough, as much as I love horror and most of my experience has been working in horror movies, the 2 movies that I would go to if I was feeling unwell is Matilda and Annie.
What movie?
Matilda and Annie. That's so funny.
I've never heard of it.
Matilda is about.
No way.
Is Matilda's the one about she goes and babysits the family and she's really ugly and then she gets prettier? Is that Matilda?
Oh, that's Nanny McPhee.
Oh, that's Nanny McPhee. Okay. Matilda's the little girl. Matilda's the little girl with the hair like the hair.
Yeah, she's got magical powers.
Yeah,
Danny
okay.
DeVito in it.
Yes, okay, I know Matilda. Matilda and Nanny and Annie. I love Annie. I saw Annie on Broadway.
Oh, Annie, the play. Oh, I saw Annie. I saw it on Broadway also.
So I think that's that's actually
I saw it when it first opened with that little girl. I forgot her name, who's now a
Andrea
woman.
McArdle.
Yeah, who's a woman. And she was brilliant, that little kid.
She was just here not too long ago. So wait, did you ever play, were you ever in, when you were young, were you ever in Annie, in any plays anywhere?
Oh, the movie and the play are 2 different things.
I know, well, she did the movie. She watches the movie, but she could have done the play because she said she did plays. Have you ever been in Annie?
I actually haven't. My first play was probably when I was about 15.
Okay, oh, you would have been too old to play a little kid in Annie then. What was your
Yeah,
first play? What was it? What was your first play?
It was actually one that me and my friend wrote at school, and it was called Lights, Curtains, Jazz. And it was basically just a compilation of all random musical songs and choreography with all of my year groups. So that was kind of, it was different, but it was a lot of fun.
I know all the words to all the Annie songs in Annie. And you know they made a second movie, Annie 2.
Oh.
And the second one wasn't any good, but it has one song in it, which I forgot what it is because I tried to buy the soundtrack and you can't find it anymore. It's like gone. But they did make an Annie 2 movie, and it has one song. There's one song in it that is phenomenal, but I just can't remember what it is. I don't remember.
No,
but
Annie on Broadway, I was there not opening night, but probably in the first couple of weeks that it opened, and they were terrified. The producers, they didn't know this little girl could hold an audience for more than 3 showings. I remember the publicity on it. This girl got a standing ovation that lasted 10 minutes, I believe, on opening night.
Wow.
I saw the original Annie on Broadway. And then because of Carol Burnett, I watched the movie. It was a disaster.
I liked it.
It was nothing like, no, it was nothing like the play.
I liked it.
The musical. When you're there live, you're with the cast, you become the part of the it was beautiful. And her voice at times was annoying because she hit some highs that really made your ears hurt. But other than that, I liked it.
I love it. So here's a question I like to ask everybody. Bucket list, male and female actor that if you could work with any male or female actor, living or dead, who would you like to work with? And then if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made, what movie would you like to be in? And then we'll add another one for you that we don't add other people because they don't follow musicals. But if you could have been in any musical ever made, what musical would you have liked to been in? You can answer in any order.
Okay, well, let's go with the actors first. Male actor, hands down, Robin Williams.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Adore him. It hit me very, very hard when he passed away. Let me see. Female actress. It's going to be a mix between Nicole Kidman and Rose Byrne.
Oh, I like Rose Byrne. I like Nicole Kidman too, but I think she messed up her nose. But I think doing all those surgeries on her nose. But Rose Byrne, phenomenal. I love Rose. She's actually underrated for as good as she is. I mean, she's done huge movies, but she should be like a household name like Nicole Kidman, though. She's so good.
Oh, yeah.
You love Rose Byrne. You love her.
I know, but to me, one of the greatest of great actresses today, she's up there with Meryl Streep and beyond, is
he likes Michelle Dockery.
Michelle Dockery.
Dockery.
You know
oh, my God, yes.
I love and adore her.
We see everything she's
I
in.
want her on our show so bad because I'm probably her greatest fan. And to work with her would be a dream come true. She is brilliant.
He wants me to cast her in something. I have to have a big enough budget.
That would be amazing.
No, she becomes the character. I watched her in
Good Behavior.
Good Behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And she changes roles. She's a prostitute, drug addict, kleptomaniac, murderess, alcoholic,
drug addict,
everything. And she kept changing wigs, blonde wigs, red wigs, black wigs, accents. I saw her whole
She's
talent.
phenomenal. And we love Downton Abbey also. You know,
I mean, she played Lady Mary, who was so above it all. And then we see her here as a drug addict tramp, shoplifting. The range that woman has is incredible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You know who she is, of course.
I'm sure.
You know who she is?
Wait, say it again.
Michelle Dockery. You know who she is or no?
Yeah.
Everybody knows her.
She played Lady Mary.
She's British, so she has to know because that's
not necessarily.
She's like Downton Abbey, though, is a huge thing in England, isn't it?
Yes, very big.
You know what? Michelle is not publicized. She doesn't have a good PR people. Nobody really knows about her. She's a quiet little actress that does her job and goes home. So what she needs, You know what I mean?
You are right, because if it wasn't for Downton Abbey, then I wouldn't know who she
No,
was.
but that's a true actor.
Mm.
A true actor is one that doesn't need PR to be famous, who's famous for their work, and their work tells it
That's
all.
what's going to happen with you. Okay, so what's the movie that you would have had liked to been in, and what's the show, the musical you would like to be in?
Movie, I can't think of one right now, but the first one that came to mind was Titanic.
Oh, there you go. Would you
Adore
play
that.
Rose? You could be that. I could see you playing that, actually.
I would love that.
I could see you playing Rose. Absolutely,
That would be a dream come true.
Here,
for sure.
now in New York, I think there's a Titanic musical too on Broadway. I think now.
Is there really?
of a ship sinking, killing people.
I
mean, are they insane? Oh, we're gonna drown. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Oh, I mean, what are you nuts?
Okay, so what's a musical you think would be fun?
That's like making a musical about the Holocaust.
Oh
God. They probably have. They're probably thinking about
it.
it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have. So what's a musical that you think would be fun to be in?
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would cast you in that.
Actually, I could see you. I could see you in Mamma Mia too.
I would love that. I was Sophie in the stage version when I was working abroad, so I was like living a dream. So.
Now, did you like all the movies? Did you like the Mamma Mia movies?
Loved them.
Okay.
I didn't have high hopes for number 2 because the second one is always like a bit of a tag along. But
is the second one where they're on like the island and Cher shows up at the end?
Yes.
That one was nowhere near as good as the first one.
Oh no!
It was okay. No, it was okay. You know, and it was iconic and everything. And if it didn't have such a good cast and stuff, I don't know that people would have watched. It's kind of like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. You know, the first one was great, the second one was okay, the third one was fucking shit.
Well, the funny part is, Mamma Mia was made so many times in Hollywood back in 1930 something. That storyline, and I can't remember who was it. Claudia Colbert was. She was the one that was looking for the husband. So it was a Claudia Colbert movie. They did that storyline so many times, and they brought it to music. And I thought it was a delightful film. It was uplifting.
I didn't even know there was an old one.
It was that story's as old as me. I mean, they keep playing it over and over and over.
All the time, movies come out, and he's like, "That's a remake of something that they made in the 50s or 60s."
We just watched a movie the other night that I told you was a remake, and I told you the whole storyline. Hollywood is running out of writers. We do not have writers anymore that write about a character. They write about an event, a crashing of a car, a suicide, a slashing of a throat, a rape. They write about reality, which stinks because people go to film to escape reality. And that's why the writers of today are changing. If you notice, and I read about it, writers now are starting to do comedies. So learn comedy.
Do comedy.
Really do that. Study comedy. Because in the next 10 years, we're going to have a lot of comedy films.
Do you have an agent? You should have your agent pitch you for Terrifier 4, though, because it's going to.
Why should she be in that awful movie?
Because it'll be the biggest movie in history.
Yeah, but why be known for that?
No, just be in that one. Just get in that one. First of all, if you're in a movie like that, like when you're older, you can sign autographs and have an income.
That would be awesome.
Forever the rest of your life because of it.
I have 4 or 5 movies I have to do because I committed myself to them. They're high-end horror. They're better horror than the other shit. But after that, I will only work in a film where I don't have to play something weird. I want to play in a film where I can show my ability because I'm bored with acting. And Clown 3 Motel, 3 Ways to Hell. I was bored to death.
Oh no!
I was bored.
It's old news for him. You got to remember, he's been doing it for 60 years. 64 years.
Joe,
oh my God! Wow.
Joe never gave my character any depth. Nobody knows who I was. So I said to him when we were sitting in the Jeep driving, Joe, can I put this in? He said, what do you want to do? And I turned to the men and I said, I could remember years ago when I went on missions like this before my wife passed away. I gave the audience some understanding. I had a wife. She died. You just can't write an action. You have to write event because nobody gives a shit about my character. My character, I can't tell you more because you know what happens to me, but I'm not going to give the audience any sympathy. They're going to laugh when it happens. They're going to say, oh, look at him. They're going to find it amusing. And it's not, because what happens to me is a tragic thing. And it's one of our serious problems of today.
Yeah.
But Joe doesn't.
I'm so happy though that you said Nicole Kidman and you didn't say Meryl Streep, because everybody always says Meryl Streep, and I'm like,
Meryl's a good actress, but she's not Betty Davis, who she loved and adored, and she tries to be Betty Davis, and it doesn't come off.
And Rose Byrne, first of all, you know that because Rose Byrne has been in horror movies. She's a brilliant in comedies. You know, she has a career. You know that it would be a great like role model, that she didn't get pigeonholed in one thing, and she can do dramatic roles. She can do comedy roles. She can do horror roles. She's beautiful, and she's not classically beautiful, but she's kind of like on that show America's Next Top Model. The girls they pick, they're never like stunning people you see when you're walking down the street, but then when they're all made up, they're so beautiful and different and unique looking, you know, and so she should be like so much bigger than she is, but I love her. I think she's fabulous.
And I love the fact that as well, she doesn't have any drama surrounding her. She's never front page news because of some scandal. She gets on with it. She does a fantastic job, and that's literally it. And that's what I love about it as well.
Oh yeah, and she's not going to be on the Diddy list.
No. Oh my God.
Laura, you can lose your English accent completely, can you?
I find it a lot easier when I've got dialogue that I can learn and practice an American accent in, as opposed to just speaking naturally with an American accent. But I'm working on it. It's helped a lot being actually here and being surrounded by the accent, for sure, instead of, you know, trying to learn it in the UK from a voice coach, for sure.
Right.
Because it's easier for an English actor to do American New York than it is for an American New York to do English. Some of these actors, I hear their English, I want to throw up because they don't sound English. They sound like they have a speech impediment. So, smart like this to be English, you know, this is what they think English is, when you pull your mouth together and you talk like Jimmy Stewart. That's not the accent. So
a lot of people go into like an Oliver Twist Cockney style.
Cockney is easier than English.
Yeah.
I did English one time when they said you sounded Scottish.
Oh no.
Yes. I got it right. You know, I spoke like this, and this is not how English people speak. They don't speak this way.
That was pretty Queen's English RP.
No, I sound very Scottish, you know, because I was born in London, and my lover was Scottish, so I learned everything from my Scottish lover. Now that doesn't sound good, you know what I mean? No, it doesn't, because it's out of my head. But when you read a script and you learn the words and you have a dialogue coach, then it's easy. Yeah. Because they, you know.
So what's coming up? We only have about 2 minutes left to go. What's coming up? First of all, you guys follow Laura on Instagram. It's at Laura_Ellen_Wilson.
And we'll be working.
And if you don't use the Laura Ellen Wilson, you won't find her on IMDb. So make sure you use Laura Ellen Wilson, because I plugged in Laura Wilson and everybody on there like didn't have a single credit, and I was freaking out. So go to Laura_Ellen_Wilson. So what's coming up? Anything exciting that you're allowed to talk about?
Yeah, so I've just been cast as main supporting role in a movie that's shooting up in Washington in January and February. It's called The Lizzie Borden Game. It's a horror, of course. It's a little bit like the Bloody Mary game. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's with somebody who was in Friday the 13th Vengeance as well, Calvin. He played my boyfriend.
Okay, that's good. Good for you. That's terrific.
You and I will be working again.
I hope so. It was so nice to work with
Definitely,
you.
and in a better movie where we can show our acting abilities.
Yes.
Not some dumb film for kids.
No, we'll get you. I have a bunch of films that I'm like working on. So when my financing comes through, because I don't cast them until I finance them. So we'll get you in some cool stuff. So you guys, this is Laura Ellen Wilson. Please follow her on Instagram. Check out all her accomplishments on IMDb. Watch her films. When Clown Motel 3 comes out next year, we'll do a cast show, and we'll make sure you're part of the cast. We won't bring everybody on, but we'll bring like the people we like.
That would be
amazing. And we'll do a cast show. So
and in the movie, you could play my daughter.
Yes.
Granddaughter.
No, that's how the English say daughter.
Oh, okay.
Daughter.
Daughter.
I love it. So, Laura, thank you so much. Congratulations on all your success. We only wish you the best. Thanks for coming on the show, and we'll see you soon.
Good seeing you
Thank you
again,
for having
Laura.
me.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, guys. Bye.
She's adorable.
Absolutely, she's totally
Just adorable. And I tell you the truth, she's not phony because, you know, off camera, we chatted a lot. We sort of hung out. And I just found her to be delightful and ambitious and charming. And what a catch she would be for some guy.
Absolutely.
She's a sweetie pie.
So we're
I like
gonna take a music break. I don't know where our guest is, but she should be here any minute. I'm gonna try and text her, but as we're going along, so you guys, we're gonna play BNGB's "Love," and
This is a song that she dedicated to Jimmy and I when we got married. So Jimmy and I consider it our anniversary song.
and wedding song.
Our
So this
wedding
is "Love," you guys.
It's a beautiful song.
by BNGB. It's beautiful. Please enjoy, and we'll be back in a second.
I love this song.
Once I wished upon a star, and there you were.
Yay, everybody. So that's Love by BNGB, one of the most talented singers in the history of singing. It's a beautiful song, one of the greatest ballads ever written.
Because she sings from the heart, not from the throat. And we were at a party at her house, and she sang this song, Love, to a piano. And she was wonderful. The song is wonderful. And I can't wait to bring her on.
So we're going to bring her on now. Let's bring her on.
Look at you! Where the hell have you been? Where the hell have you been?
Oh my God, it's my Ronnie Poo Poo. Hello, darling.
We haven't seen you in ages.
Oh my God, do you guys remember that day? We cooked, we ate, we had greens and dressing and cornbread. Oh my
I remember
God.
breakfast the next morning. You had
Oh
fish.
my God.
I didn't like the fish, though.
I remember,
my
I remember you cooking, and I said to you, you got up so early and put on false eyelashes. And you know my eyelashes are on permanently.
So hold on, let's
How
do
have
an
you
intro.
been,
Wait,
my
let's
honey
do an
bun?
intro. Hey, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
I want everybody out there to know there are two singers I love and adore. Angie B. Angie and Lily McLeod. Lily McLeod. She's another great singer. You two birds are fabulous.
So everybody, now we want to welcome R&B superstar BNGB. We're so happy to see you. You look fabulous.
You know, you never.
Oh my God, I feel a hot mess. I went down to see my dad, and I slept with the air on, and I'm just like tissue in hand, like. Oh my God, it's so good to see you guys.
It's so good to see you.
So we have a bunch of people in the chat room. Just say hi to the chat room.
Hey, chat room. Hey, everybody.
You don't age, so like from when we met you till now, you look exactly the same.
Oh, shut the front
hair,
door.
different
I love you too. I love you.
No, when they say black don't crack, you're a perfect example. You ain't cracking, sister. You ain't cracking.
You're definitely not cracking. So what's going on? How have you been? How have you been?
Oh my God, I'm doing life. I'm doing me. I just, it's amazing. My kids are all grown and gone. Julian graduated and he's off to college. Precious is in California. She graduated from college. And
you did too?
Yeah.
Both kids graduated from
one from high school and one from college.
How's the young girl?
Precious, that's Precious. You were just here, right? You were just
You
here.
remember Precious? Yeah, you remember Precious.
I remember Precious.
Yes. So I've been doing Africa, and I am just on cloud nine. It's amazing. Life has been so good to me.
So I have
wait, question. A new man in your life?
No, she lives in Africa.
You're living in Africa? No wonder we don't see you.
She's in Atlanta now, but
where are you living now?
I'm home for a hot second. I had to come home and see my dad. I had a tragic accident happen with my nephew, so I had to hop a flight and get here. But
how long does it take to get here from Africa?
My flight was 15 hours. I want to say.
Oh, I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
Well, now hold on. They got good drinks, so yeah, you may not want to do that.
What part of Africa?
What part are you from?
I'm in Joburg. Yeah.
Where?
Johannesburg.
Oh, Johannesburg. That's a big city.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The people are awesome. Everything.
I heard.
What do you do there? Like, what do you do in Africa?
Okay, so I have a band. I have to shout out to all of them. Kunda, Dilly Wads. Okay, let me see. I have a band. I have Leroy. I have Matt. I have Candace. I have Swish. I have oh my God, I'm leaving out somebody. They are going to beat me down. Oh my God. But Jay Starra. Woo, if I would have left out Jay Starra, he would have really killed me. Oh my God. But
that's
anyway,
close to me.
We do our gigs, and I have my Single Moms Unite, my nonprofit, and I can't even say that I cater to single moms, and it's just so amazing. Just the little bitty things, just the little small things. They love it. I mean,
So are you famous in South Africa? Or like, do people know who you are?
I'm getting there.
No, that's so cool because like they kind of know who you are. So I was telling everybody before you came on earlier when we first started the show.
Yeah.
You know, you had your beginnings. You were worked with MC Hammer, not like MC Hammer like later, but MC Hammer when he was like at the top of the #1 biggest star on the planet.
Yeah.
And then you actually went on tour, right? You went on tour with him in the 80s and the 90s?
I did. We actually toured. We actually started the tour at Paisley Park. Princess in Minneapolis, and I was still recording my album at the time. So Prince kind of like opened the door for everything, like for rehearsals, like for recording in the studio, like for it was everything. Nightlife, Sheila E. Everybody was just a part of the big picture. But we stayed there and we rehearsed for 1 month, and we hit the road for 2 years. For 2 years.
You gave up that beautiful home you had.
Are you still live in that home that we stayed at in Atlanta? Do you still live there?
Oh my God, you guys have missed so many homes since that one. Oh,
you're like me.
We've upgraded about 5 times since that house. My God, yeah.
You guys listen. You have to listen to what she's saying. Upgraded. The house was like 11,000 square feet. It was like 5 stories. It was.
We stayed overnight. We had our own.
We had our own floor.
Amazing.
When I speak, you don't. When you speak, I don't. Shut the fuck up already. You're married 11 years. Would you believe it, Ange?
Yeah, we said
you guys sounded like it's been 11. Yep. Yes. Yeah, I get it. But it was. But you know what was so fun about that, and I just cannot. The connection in the room around the piano was just.
It was wonderful.
Amazing.
Amazing. I do believe I cried that night because it was just so heartfelt, and just having everybody in that space and just being happy and in love with life. You know what I mean?
It was a wonderful evening. It was an evening of unity.
It was, definitely.
It makes you stop and say, why can't it always be that way?
Oh my God.
Why do we have to have trouble and problems with stupid asses who say terrible things about each other? And divide us with color. What the hell is color? Look how beautiful you are. You're so bronzy. I wish I could get that color. Really, you're bronzy. Your skin looks like bronze satin.
Oh my God!
It does. It's beautiful.
It's mine. It's mine too. Like, right? No makeup here. I don't have it. No.
all you and gorgeous as can be.
And a beautiful person like you are. You're a beautiful person that makes beautiful music.
Thank
you. You guys, here's some other bragging for her. She also sang on Oaktown 357's "Juicy Got You Crazy" from the album Wild and Loose, right? That was like a big deal. And then
huge deal.
And then she put out a solo album and had 3 huge hits: "I Don't Want to Lose Your Love," "So Much Love," and "Sweet Thing." You toured with Johnny Gill. That part I didn't know.
I did.
And then you dated Mike Tyson.
Ooh, I did.
Now, did you ever keep in touch? Because you know that fight with Mike Tyson that he's got in November. That's going to be the biggest fight in history with Jake Paul.
Okay, so that wait. That leads me.
Wait. Do you keep touch with him now? Are you going to watch the Mike Tyson fight?
I have no clue, and I've not talked to Mike in years.
Okay.
That's what I was going to ask you. Who's the new guy in your life?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No.
Are you kidding? What the hell is wrong with those South Africans? Are they stupid or what?
I don't.
You don't have a guy in your life?
No.
You don't want a guy.
And listen. Everything I write about is love.
Well, wait a second.
Yeah, but your new song is called "It's You." So who the fuck are you talking about?
Look, listen. I'm projecting everything that I write. I'm projecting what I want to happen in the future. Yes.
You know what? My daughters both are so beautiful, and they don't have a guy. and they would love to have a guy. I don't know what it is today. I don't think men give a shit about women anymore.
Well, you know what it is too, and then because you're queen and you're worthy of just the best, no settling here. You know what I mean? No, I know what I want, and I hate to give away all of my goodness to someone who does not deserve it.
I believe with that. I agree with that 100%. No settling.
Yeah. I'd rather be alone than to just, you know.
Yeah, that's what my kids say.
Yeah, to just give all of me to someone who's not going to be appreciative of all of this.
Absolutely.
Goodness. You know what I mean?
No, my daughter Leslie said, Daddy, I've waited this long. I'm not going to settle. I know what I want. And that's what you're saying. And that's smart because so many people marry young and they wind up in a mess.
It's true. It's true.
But, I'm not lying when I say you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. No, you know you cut the shit, Angie.
You know you're my baby. You know I love everything that comes out of your mouth.
No, but I'm not blowing smoke.
But he doesn't say it to everybody, so like he means it.
I'm not blowing smoke up your ass.
I know you're not.
Be a Hollywood phony. You know the Hollywood phonies. I love you. You're wonderful. Oh, bullshit. If you were an ugly broad, I would never say you're beautiful. Never. How could I? People would laugh in my face. They'd say, that ugly bitch, and you're saying she's beautiful? It's true. You are beautiful. You know, I'm remembering the day at the airport in that gold lame outfit you were in, a gold lame jumpsuit. I don't know if you remember. When we first met.
Okay.
We met in the airport.
I had on.
No, it was a hotel. We met her in a hotel.
And we did all those crazy photo shots.
Oh, yes, in that badass chair.
Yeah, those badass chairs.
I was ready to put that chair in my car.
Yes. That was a long time ago.
Wow, my God. We have so many memories. But, I just kind of feel like, sometimes maybe when you are set in your ways, it becomes difficult to make it happen. And I'm not the, get online and go find a date kind of girl. You know what I mean? But look, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me think about what I just said. Hold on.
You probably got like a little black book of like booty call people that you could call when you really need it.
No, you know what? And send them home. And
that's right. Let them come and go. That's right.
Let's get. A lot of people want to know exactly why did you move to Africa?
You know what? It was, I used to dream about Africa. I knew that my son was going to be graduating. I actually started kind of laying the bricks like 2 years in advance. So I went the very first time. I fell in love with it. You know how I am about my houses. The houses there, the architect was just amazing. I was like, oh my God. And, I saw something that I liked and I went back and I got it. And my son graduated and after he graduated, I flew back and I've been flying back. They kick me out every 3 months. So I have to be out. You have
to come out every 3 months and go back again.
Yeah.
Every 3 months. So I come home for 3 weeks and then I go back. But it's so funny because in the 3 months, I'm like thinking to myself, damn, this is kind of jacked up. You gotta, because you really don't want the weather, y'all. The weather is always beautiful. It's like the sun wakes you up. It's like something I've never seen. It's just.
Oh, we have a lot of people, not a lot, but we know people that have moved to Africa. I can't think of right now who.
I had a trainer I worked with for 3 years, and he was from Johannesburg.
And my friend Marilyn, Marilyn moved to Africa, and she said, Ron, the best wine is in South Africa.
Oh my God.
She raves about the wine. So she sent me a case. I don't drink. But the people that drank it said it was fabulous. South African wine is the best.
I don't drink wine because it makes me hoarse. So that stopped when I was 26.
Not good for the voice. Not good for the voice.
Yeah, this is my gift, and God knows I love it. But give me some. Now let me shut up. I won't say that.
Our viewers out there who don't understand what Africa is, it is not a straw hut with people running around with spears. It's a city. Johannesburg is a major city, like a New York. It's
It
a
is.
big metropolis.
Do you have animals?
Absolutely. Oh my God, giraffes. Well, we have this thing in the house, like where you can put a tray in the top window, and the giraffe. It's you know how you have like the puppy bin where the puppy comes in from outside. They have the same thing for giraffes. So the giraffes can stick their heads inside and eat from the tray inside the house.
So it's like a pet giraffe, or it's just a giraffe that lives out in the wild?
It's a real giraffe. It's a real giraffe. Not in this house. Not in this house that I live in now. But you have houses that are this way, and you can have the giraffe come to your house, and it's reserved for wildlife. You can't build on it. You can't do anything, and they just kind of romp around. They roll around and visit and walk across the street. I had to send you this video because it scared the living daylights out of me. But you know, it's like I didn't know whether to run or just be.
It's like having your own Jurassic Park, though. It's like having your own Jurassic Park in your backyard.
Yes.
Not with dinosaurs, but with
exactly.
Absolutely.
I would love to go one day to Africa, but I don't think.
Listen, I've got 8. I've got 8 on this one run. You got your room. I'm waiting for you. Open invitation. Yeah.
A 15-hour flight.
Huh?
I would jump out the airplane. A 15-hour flight. How do you handle it?
You know what? Really though, I'm going to tell you to be totally honest. If you take a night flight, you have a couple of drinks. They feed you a great meal, you know, and then you take your nap. You wake up. Maybe I say you have about 2 hours where there's dead space, where you have nothing to do. But after that, you're there, and it's customs is really easy. You know, it's nice. You guys would love it. Oh my God, I would love to have you guys. You would. I'm telling you,
you never
would
know.
go home.
You never know. We do all kinds of crazy shit.
So let's
wait a minute.
Hold on. I'm gonna call you. I gotta call you right back. Okay. Love you too. Okay. Bye bye.
That was hilarious.
Sorry.
What kind of climate do you have?
So, huh?
What's the climate there?
Today it was, I think it was like 72, 73. We're going into summer now. We have the winter months, and
it's the opposite.
How cold does it get in the winter?
Not like here. It's not cold like here. I think I would say about 65 tops.
Oh, okay.
So you have like perfect weather.
Yeah,
beautiful weather.
And the palm trees are like you're in the middle of LA or something. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And how hot does it get? Like in the heat of the summer, how hot does it get?
Oh crap, it gets hot. Yeah, it gets hot. What's our 90?
Okay.
I'd say about 90 is the highest.
We're in Palm Springs, and we had days at 124 and 127. So
wow,
it's way too hot.
That's crazy. That's
all right,
crazy.
so,
wait a minute. Hold on. Palm Springs. So were you in Palm Springs the last time we talked?
Yes.
You were. Okay. So I just missed that. I just missed all of it.
Palm Springs.
So let me ask you, what took you to Palm Springs? The sunshine? No, because you were in Florida.
Well, no, we were in Florida, and then we moved to Pennsylvania. And
we move around too.
We're like you. Then we moved here. Basically, Ron had lived here before, and we thought it would be a good place to live. And since I was building my career as a movie producer, we thought it would be a good place to be. And I'm a publicist, you know, and my partner lives in New York, so that we had East Coast, West Coast. So all that really worked. But we came here. We had some friends, and unfortunately, the friends that we liked so much and did so much stuff were passed away after we were here for like 3 years. And so now we go to LA a lot for events, but otherwise we just work. You know, I'm making movies, Ron's working in movies, and I'm doing the PR thing.
Oh, nice.
We're having fun. And then we do the show. I mean, our show is like killing it. You know, we're averaging, 5 million plays every week. On the show, and the show's doing really good. And we get invited to like a lot of red carpets and events and stuff just because of the show.
So what music What
Oh
music?
wait, y'all. You remember how we used to do the happy check? So happy check. Are you guys happy?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
We're happy.
We fight a lot.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, that is normal. You're right. You're 100% right.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
we're sweet only because of your song, Love. We still love the song
I
Love.
listen to the song all the time. I still listen to it
I
all
don't
the
know
time.
what it has about it that's so wonderful, but there's a tenderness about the lyrics and the voice. It's a beautiful song. And Jimmy and I adopted it as our love song. It's our
it is. You know what? I wanted to be more personable with this song. I wanted the person listening to feel like I'm speaking, directly to you, just straight at you, and that's the feel that I get. And I wanted to have like a little bit of, like the old school, just a little bit of, you know what I mean? Just something, the audience could sing along with that was really simple and, those things. But again, love, projection, those lyrics, I'm projecting what I want.
That's right. So let's talk about the new song.
The new song.
We have a brand new song. It's called It's You. Tell us a little bit about the song.
Okay, so this song was done with my buddy James Worthy. James and I, we've been friends for a really long time.
He was at your party that night.
Yes. Oh
very good looking, tall, good looking guy.
That's right. That's right. So, anyways, you know me, I can never like let go of music, or music never lets go of me. Like when I try to walk away or, do houses or, Airbnb or whatever it is I'm doing, I can never, it always like just pulls me in. Just okay, Angie, I hear you. I see what you're doing, but look, I need you here. And it was James that was the tagger. He was just like, B, you need to come. You need to come and you need to. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So finally, I got there off of one of the trips to Africa, and we went in and we actually recorded this song in like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
2 hours. We sent the music. I think I was flying to California to see Precious, and I flew back to Africa, came back home, and we went at it. We went to town. And by the time I got there, there was just like a couple of things that I don't like to go into the studio not knowing or having an idea of what I'm going to do. I don't like ad-libbing. I just don't. But that's where James comes in, and he throws lines at me, and I kind of take them from there, things like that. But yeah, we did it in 2 hours, and he's like, I'm going to run with this, because I'm like, okay, all right, good deal. Not really thinking, okay, yeah, right, whatever. It's like that thing.
Didn't you also do Love in 2 minutes?
We did Love in 4 hours. Yeah.
Right. So you did.
So that's the way you do. That's just kind of like a way you work. It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes. It either works or it doesn't. And my sessions are like jam sessions. It's like it's going to come to it. It's from the heart. Sometimes I'm so deep into my song, I can't even open my eyes because I'm so deep into soul. I just can't. Is that the Poochie? Oh my God!
Esther, stop. I think there's like a car out front or something. Okay, so the name of the song is "It's You." What I'm gonna do is we're gonna play it, but Juan, get the "It's You" one ready. I want you to introduce it to us, and then we're gonna play the song, and you hang on, and we'll come right back.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay, all right. Hey guys, this is my new single. It's entitled "It's You." Humble music. B Angie B. Peace and love.
Oh, I love that.
Baby,
it's you.
Another hit. Another one. You got the sound, baby. You got the sound. You didn't lose the sound. You didn't change your technique or who you are.
Wow.
You stayed perfect. I love it. Love the song. Love the whole thing. The whole melody. I love it.
Thank you, Ron, my sugar lump.
No, you are a hell of a singer. I love. You harmonize. That's the word. Years ago, we had harmony, and that's the word. You harmonize. You're another instrument.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
The crap of today, I don't care for. It's rough. It's tough.
It's so weird because I'm so meticulous when it comes to arranging and vocals, and even with my background singers, it's got to be like on point. Or if it's not, I'm going to do what I did there and just sing everything myself, And that's pretty much, we did the. Well, actually, James did the music, and I wrote the lyrics. So yeah, and I did the arrangements and stuff like that. But he's a bad dude. He's a bad dude.
So when you do your band in South Africa, what kind of music are you doing?
R&B, house. It just depends, and like we have a lot of get-togethers too, and a lot of things that we do with Single Moms Unite and Free World Initiative. It's another. Oh my God! It's so many people that are involved. There's so many things that's going on in South Africa, like gender violence and things that really need like attention, firsthand attention. But we do mostly R&B, like throwback songs that everybody loves to hear, Earth, Wind and Fire, Isley Brothers, cover songs, and then we mix it with some original, some of my stuff, some of, other people's stuff, Beyonce.
We actually we had like Philip Bailey and some other people from Earth, Wind and Fire. We had like the guys from Kool and the Gang came on.
Oh yeah.
So we love all that throwback stuff.
Oh,
I mean, that's our generation. That's that we grew up on.
DeBarge.
R&B has really. I mean, I really think that this is the time for like the real singers to come forward and just do what you do, because there's a longing for that nostalgia, that, and with all the stuff that's going on in the world today, Jesus, all the stuff that's going on. I mean, it's nice to, go back and reminisce and remember, what that real sounds like, because there's a lot of stuff. I'm not knocking anybody, but there's a lot of stuff that I just can't.
Is there anybody who's out right now that you actually like their music?
You know what? I have been such a, how can I say this, a political junkie with everything that's going on in the world. I promise you, I couldn't tell you what's hot right now. When I say I can't tell you, I couldn't.
So we don't have to worry though. They're not coming to knock on your door about going to a Diddy. You didn't go to a Diddy party, right?
I know, baby. No, I know, right? Oh, isn't that an awful story?
It's an awful story, and a lot of people are going to get hurt from it. And but you know what? They should get hurt from it for doing the things that they did. So
yeah, but I have to interrupt because more Angie. We need more.
Well, you're right. We
need the sweetness of Angie, and of course, I hate making it. I hate being like phony.
Yeah.
So I have to curse you out and say bad things so people this way will say that he doesn't stop wonderful. But I can't.
Yeah.
Cannot do it. Your music binds people.
Oh.
It brings
people together.
It brings us together because it's soft. It's soft. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It should be aimed. It should be everybody.
It should be.
There's no such thing going like they say. Oh, it's old fashioned. Get the fuck out of here. But
so one thing I didn't know about you, or at least I don't think I knew about you, because I was doing all kinds of Google searches just to see what.
Ruh-roh.
No, it's good stuff. Only good. Even if number one, I didn't see anything bad. But even if I did, I wouldn't bring it up because I want everybody to know how wonderful you are.
Sweet.
But you were credited as the forerunner to soul singers like Mary J. Blige, Erykah Badu, and Jill Scott. I mean, that's some fucking credit right there because those are three of the greatest singers ever.
And I love them all. I love all of them. I mean, you know, I've got a list. I mean, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce. I love this girl. This is oh God, this girl's voice is Can I Call You Rose? I can't even remember her name right now, but she's got such a beautiful voice. And I just, you know, and you know me, I love gospel too.
Yes.
So lovely Andrea Johnson. Oh my God. And it's just so much. Mary's doing her thing. And I'm so proud of Mary for she's everlasting. I mean, she's like the damn Energizer Bunny. She just keeps going and going and going, you know. But yeah,
I'm a big Jill Scott fan, actually. Like I've always liked Jill Scott a lot. Mostly, I like people who have clean, beautiful voices, you know, like that aren't run through a million things to sound good.
Yeah, exactly. I love Jill Scott. I mean, but you know what? We've got some awesome talent. I mean, we've got some voices that are just. I was listening to John Legend the other day. He was out knocking on doors for the election, and they asked him what his favorite song was, or a song that could, you know, be in comparison, a comparison to this moment. And he was like, glory. I was like, that boy's voice. His voice is amazing. His voice is so
he's a super
So
talent.
I want to ask you,
Yes.
Angie,
Just so you know.
Angie,
Huh?
are you going to always live in
South Africa.
Africa?
You know, what I'm doing really is Airbnbs, and wherever I want to be. If I have 5 more on my list, like Costa Rica, Portugal, the Bahamas, Aruba, and there's one other one I can't think of right now. But I love blue water. I love my life right now. I love
Good
me.
girl.
You know what I mean? So, and being happy in that when I'm not there, I just. You know, just Airbnb it and keep
No,
it.
you're normal. You're good. You're a normal person.
Yeah.
You're not a wacko jock.
We
have a lot of crazy people, you know, in our world.
Tell me about it.
Again, I want to say, a woman that swings.
What were you going to say?
Huh?
What did you say?
A woman. I think I'm having a stroke. I'm not lying. I'm serious. I think I'm having a problem. I can't speak.
Well, we're done in 2 minutes, so then we'll see what we can do. So
No, it's true. I'm not kidding. I have a problem.
You need sugar, maybe?
I have diabetes.
Diabetes.
Listen, we've got 2 minutes, maybe less than that now. So when am I going to see you guys?
I don't know when you're going to see us. Hopefully, you're going to see us soon. In the
And then
meantime,
come to Africa.
Yeah, we never know.
Wait! Listen, I'm flying to California on Friday, so I'll be. Let me see. Oh, we got to chat. We'll chat offline.
Yeah, we'll chat offline.
Good.
You guys, so follow BNGB's Instagram. It's at BNGB for real. The number 4 REAL. Please get her new single. It's You. It's fabulous. We want to thank you for coming on the show. We really miss you. We love you to death.
And the song is good.
The song is fantastic. So and all the best to you and your kids and the family and everybody. We're always sending our love your way.
Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I miss you dearly.
All right, bye. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Astro's Parking, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix.
weeks, it's another episode. Here we go, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes, download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.